In this lesson, let's take a look at how we can create so-called macros for a Vite class. And macros is the way to extend functionality of some classes at runtime. So, for example, I'd like to reference images from the img folder without having to reference the full path to the images anytime we're using this asset method. So ideally, I would like to just reference image name, and that should be enough. And now let's see how we can create macro to do so. We're going to call our macro image and use it like this. Usually in Laravel, custom macros are defined in one of the service providers inside the boot method. We're going to stick to this convention and define our macro inside of app service provider. So to define the new macro, let's call method macro on the Vite class. Here, as the first parameter, we're going to specify the name for our macro. And the next argument will be a function which is going to be called anytime we're gonna call our macro with the name image. And inside this closure, we can execute any logic. As the first parameter to this function, Laravel is going to pass that value that will pass as a parameter when we're gonna call image macro. And then what I'm going to do in here is actually reference asset inside of our images folder. And this way, we don't have to reference the full path to the image anytime we're gonna call macro image. So once again, this function is going to be called anytime I'm going to call macro with the name image. And as a first parameter, it is going to receive whatever we're gonna pass to this macro as a first parameter. In this case, it will be a string image name 1.jpg. Vite class has to be imported first, so let's scroll up in this file, another use statement. And indeed, in the browser, we don't see any difference, and our images are properly loaded. So that means that our newly created macro is working as expected. So let's create another macro that is going to allow us to read CSS files from the resources CSS folder. And I'd like to use this macro like this and pass the name of the CSS file that I'd like to read. So since we're going to paste styles from app.css directly, we don't have to import this in the JavaScript file. Let's remove this import. And now, just like we have done with our previous macro, I'm going to duplicate this line and define another macro with the name style. This time I'm going to use method called content, which allows us to read the content of an asset. And eventually parameter asset is going to receive the name of that CSS file that we are going to read content from. And sure enough, on the page, we're seeing that the content of the CSS file has been pasted to this style tag. Now let's make sure that we still can build the project. As we can see in the browser, we're getting the following error. That is because I forgot to include CSS entry point inside of vite.config.js, right next to JS entry point. In this case, this is needed because we're not including CSS from the JavaScript file, so it's required to specify CSS entry point as well. Once again, let's build the project. And this time we're seeing generated CSS file in this list of files. And in the browser, we can see our page. And this is how we can extend functionality of the Vite class by creating custom macros, which will potentially make our code in Blade templates more concise. Link to the source code of this lesson will be in the video description.